Hello everyone. Let us discuss the topic goods and services tax. So in the previous session we was discussed about why GST was introduced and with what motive the GST was introduced. So GST was introduced to bring one single unified system of taxation in India. So it was introduced with the main intention of one nation, one tax. Previous 2017, there was excise duties, there was sales tax, there was services tax, etc. So then why the GST has been introduced? So we discussed what was the problem with the sales tax, double taxation as well as tax on tax. So in order to avoid those cascading effect of tax, the GST was introduced. So now let us discuss what is GST. GST is comprehensive indirect tax on the manufacture, sale of goods. So whenever you are manufacturing something, when you are supplying something, you have to pay the tax to government in the form of goods and services tax. So it is destination based consumption tax. So now what is destination based consumption tax? I will give you the example. Miss Anshu purchased goods from Miss Deepti. So Miss Anshu is from Bangalore and Miss Deepti is from Mumbai. Okay, so Miss Deepti supplied goods to Miss Anshu. So now goods is transferred from Mumbai to Bangalore, right? So now Anshu again supplied that goods to somebody else in Rajasthan. Now the goods is transferred from Bangalore to Rajasthan. Now in Rajasthan, if the goods is ultimately consumed, then the tax will be given to Rajasthan government. So it is nothing but destination based consumption tax. So wherever the goods is ultimately consumed, that state will be the beneficiary of the tax amount or the tax revenue. That is called as destination based consumption tax. So it was brought into existence with the motive of one nation and one tax. We already discussed. So GST replaced multiple taxes like excise duty, like customs duty, service tax, sales tax, etc. So even though on some of the goods excise duties are still prevailing, but most of other goods, the excise duties was abolished. So now they are charging only goods and services tax. So let us understand the types of tax first. So in types of tax, in types of GST, there are three types, that is IGST, CGST, SGST or UTGST. So now what is the full form of IGST? Integrated Goods and Services Tax. And when it was levied? If the supply is taken place between two states, we call it as interstate supplies. If I belongs to Bangalore, if I am a supplier of goods and I supply the goods to Mumbai, so I supplied, the goods is transferred from Karnataka state to Maharashtra, then on such a transaction the type of GST levied is IGST. Okay, now what is CGST and SGST? CGST full form Central Goods and Services Tax, SGST full form State Goods and Services Tax. So whenever transaction is taken place within the state, the type of GST charged is CGST and SGST. For example, if a person from Bangalore supply the goods to a person from Mysore, so both the places are within Karnataka, so the type of GST will be charged is CGST and SGST. So now what is UTGST? UTGST is nothing but Union Territory Tax. So there are 9 union territories in India. They are Delhi, Jammu and Kashmir, Puducherry, Daman and Diu, Dadar and Nagar Haveli, Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep and Ladakh. So these are the 9 union territories in India. If supplies are taken within these union territory, so I have to mention the 3 union territories out of 9 I have mentioned in bold and in red color. You can refer the PPT, that is Delhi, Jammu and Kashmir and Puducherry. These 3 states have their own state governments. other 6 are controlled by central government. So out of this 9, 3 governments are having its own state government. That is why here UT/GST will not be charged, here SGST will be charged. So other 6 UT/GST, other 6 union territory, there will be UT/GST will be charged. So if supply is taken place within these 6 union territories, the type of GST charged is CGST and UT/GST. Okay, CGST and UT/GST are charged together, or CGST and SGST are charged together. So for example, if you buy some goods within a state, so the rate of GST is 5%. So if 5% GST has to be distributed between central government and state government at 2.5% each. So equal proportion, the central government as well as state government is going to earn income from that transaction. So if you are supplying anything between one state and one union territory, then IGST will be charged. In such a case, union territory is taken as a state and it is considered as interstate supply. So if supply is taken place within the union territory, then CGST and UT/GST will be charged. If the supply is taken place between one state and one union territory, IGST will be charged. So what is the benefit of goods and services tax? So let us understand it with one of the examples. See, this is the example. So I have taken the same example of Miss Anshu and Miss Deepti. So Miss Anshu produced the goods for the cost of rupees 100 and she adds a profit of rupees 10. So in total she has to sell the goods at 110. But here comes GST. So they have to collect the GST whenever they are supplying the goods to their customers. So if she wants to supply the goods to her customer, she have to collect the GST and she have to deposit that GST to the government. So now let us take the GST percentage at 10. So it will be cost around 11 rupees. So at ultimate she has to supply the goods for 121 rupees to Miss Deepti. So we have to understand here, whenever Anshu is supplying to Deepti, Deepti have to pay GST to Anshu. Okay, Deepti have to pay GST to Anshu. So Anshu on behalf of Deepti have to deposit that 11 rupees to the government. Let us move to Deepti's case. So Deepti received the goods for 121 rupees. But we have to take her cost as 110 because whatever the GST she will pay to Anshu, so it will be given to her as a input tax credit. So next she will add profit of 10 rupees, total 120 rupees, GST 12 rupees and total 132. If you compare with the problems of sales tax, we can know that now under GST the ultimate consumer will be benefited because the price will be less. Thank you. Let us discuss in the next session.